Hello and welcome back to Who Killed Who. Today I have a wonderful update. Amie Harwick has received justice, yet there is still more to come with Gareth getting sentenced, but he has been found guilty for her murder. If you need a recap about this story, I did a previous video on it and I will leave it linked in the description below. With that being said, I am just going to dive right into the trial and get into all of the juicy details. The 13-day trial started last month on August 29th, and it was quickly revealed in opening statements that Gareth had run into Amie at the red carpet event and that she was terrified. Next, an adult film star, Aspen Jamieson, spoke about what she had witnessed between the two of them during the altercation. Amie's roommate took the stand next and spoke about the night of her death. His name is Michael Herman, and y'all, I felt so bad for him. He wanted to help her so much, and in his situation, I just can't imagine. He couldn't find his phone, his back was hurt. Listening to it, it pulls on your heartstrings so strongly. I hope he has a huge support system around him helping him through this. Then there were some weird things that happened with one juror being dismissed because of an illness, and then another juror was excused. The defense tried to jump on this and get a mistrial, and the judge was like, yeah, no, that is not happening, especially after the court was shown the footage of the first responder describing her injuries and seeing the footage of when they arrived on the scene. It was brutal. The next huge argument was that of the syringe full of nicotine and how toxic it was. The prosecution was obviously arguing that Gareth had gone there with the intent to end her. The defense argued back that Gareth couldn't live without Amie and that he wanted to take his own life in front of her. The argument has always just annoyed me. I just imagine him actually acting that out, and all she would need to do would be to hit it out of his hands, so doesn't really hold water with me. The court went through all of the crime scene photos showing how brutal the fight had been between them, and there was blood in so many places throughout her room. What I find interesting in watching it was that in the days after Amie's death, several pictures have been taken of Gareth showing that he had bruises and cuts all over him. Obviously, he had been in a horrific fight. What I found was the hardest to watch in the entire trial was when the jury was shown photos of Amie's injuries. These were very graphic, and the camera panned back over the whole room, and you could see her family's heads just drop and go down, and the emotions they had to have been feeling just truly breaks my heart. It was on day 9 that the trial seemed to heat up when Ring camera footage was shown. In it, you can actually see Gareth walking up and covering the camera and resetting it, thinking that it would stop it from recording. Here, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to put the video up. Okay, so you can clearly see him walk up, put his hand there, and it's all rumbled and you hear all the noises. And when you reset a Ring camera, it just resets. It comes back up and it keeps taping any kind of movement that comes in front of it. So in the next clip I'm going to show you, it gets creepier. This is Gareth fleeing all disheveled after he had done what he had done. Ugh, that video, it just gives me the creeps. He's running away so fast and you just know, you can't think what was going on in his mind. So after playing all this, they played jailhouse videos of where Gareth, who is such a creep, refers to himself while he's talking to one of his friends as a bad boy. The state then rested its case. This same day, Amie's best friend, Robert Koshland, got up and smoked. He is so sweet, and you can just feel that he was such a great friend, and he truly loved her. I'm going to show you a clip of him talking about her, and just you can feel the love in it.
And what was Amie Harwick to you back in 2020?
Amie was my best friend.
When you say your best friend, how long had you known her?
I met her in 2012 and we became friends in 2015.
And when you say she was your best friend, what does that mean?
I talked to her every day. I pretty much told her everything. We texted every day. And I saw her often once a week, sometimes as many as 4 times a week.
Was she someone important in your life?
Very much so.
Robert would then go on and talk about the email that Amie had left herself and how scared she was and how she had started to share her location with him. Then he went on to say this, and in retrospect, this must be so chilling for him.
His life and seemed to be very obsessed with her still, and that she was very worried about that interaction.
Did she indicate to you whether she was scared of Gareth Pursehouse?
Yes.
What did she tell you in that regard?
She said to me that if anything happens to me, it would be Gareth that did it.
And have you previously testified to that statement?
I have.
I mean, can you imagine having those kinds of conversations with one of your best friends and her telling you that she's scared, and you try to do everything, you share your location with her, and it still doesn't stop her from getting harmed? So both sides delivered their closing statements. The defense tried to say that Amie tried to escape by climbing down the tree, but the prosecutor shot that down real quick. That is wild to me that they even tried to go with that. There were stairs. Clearly she had tried to run one way. I can't imagine such an intelligent woman going and trying to climb off a tree, off her balcony that's 20 feet from the ground. Anyways, the prosecution shot it down real quick. It was now up to the jury. And on September 27th, they deliberated for almost 8 hours. I would pay every bit of money I could to be a fly on the wall in pretty much every jury deliberation, but especially this one. Why did it take 8 hours? I mean, it took me 8 minutes to make up my mind, but again, I must not be as partial as the jury, and that's how they're supposed to be. So I'm going to play the clip of what they decided for Gareth's guilt or his innocence.
All right, Mr. Clerk, if you would read the verdicts onto the record, please.
The Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles, Department 107, case number BA 485-380, people of the State of California versus Gareth Pursehouse. As to count 1, we the jury the above entitled action finding defendant Gareth Pursehouse guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree in violation of Penal Code Section 187 subsection a crime as charged in count 1 of the information. We further find the allegation that Gareth Pursehouse intentionally killed Amie Harwick by means of lying in wait within the meaning of Penal Code Section 190.2 subsection a subsection 15 to be true. Dated September 28, 2023, juror number 1 foreperson. To count 2, we the jury the above entitled action find the defendant Gareth Pursehouse guilty of the crime of burglary in the first degree in violation of Penal Code Section 459, a crime as charged in count 2 of the information. We further find the allegation that a person was present in the residence during the commission of the burglary to be true. Dated September 28, 2023, juror number 1 foreperson. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are these your verdicts? So say you one, so say you all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Would either side like the jury poll?
Yes.
Please.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as I call your juror number, please answer yes or no to the following question. Are these your verdicts and findings on the special allegation? Juror number 1.
Yes.
Juror number 2.
Yes.
Juror number 3.
Yes.
Juror number 4.
Yes.
Juror number 5.
Yes.
Juror number 6.
Yes.
Juror number 7.
Yes.
Juror number 8.
Yes.
Juror number 9.
Yes.
Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 11.
Yes.
Juror number 12.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously.
Boom! That is right. guilty on all counts. First-degree murder by means of lying in wait and first-degree burglary. The next time we ever have to think about this jerk will be on December 6th when he gets his sentencing, where he will be facing up to life without the possibility of parole. This case really has stuck with me, and while I am very happy to see that the first leg of justice has been completed, it still is just such a great tragedy. I still can't shake the fact that it feels so wrong that this happened to her after all of the precautions she took to stay safe. If you ever think that someone is dangerous, do not ever question it. Do not ever wait, take action, and try your best to protect yourself. With all that being said, please let me know what you think about this whole case and the verdict. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video when we find out who killed who.